Hello friends, there is an update in June, balance update and the release notes for our game Empires and Puzzles. Let's go and see what is it. Okay, there seems to be quite a bit because the picture has too many things. Okay, so it's gone live. This month, we are rolling out largest set of buffs in recent Empires and Puzzles history. A whopping 31 families are receiving long-awaited boost to their costume bonus. Various heroes across 7 families are receiving positive tweaks, and 6 June heroes of the month, plus 2 costumes hailing from previous years, are getting some love. Wow! At other end of the table, Pepper Flem's power is being slightly toned down. Wow! Now it's being toned down. There will also be general change to how status ailments' secondary effects work, such effects will no longer trigger unless specifically stated otherwise when a status ailment is replaced with itself. Full details below. Wow. Something's cooking. Costume bonus buffs for legendary heroes. Kalevala, the previous ones, 10, 10, 15, 5, is moved to 14, 14, 17, 5. Marginal, but is welcome. Legends family, 17, 2018 and 19. Old 21, 21, 38, 5% is now increased to 28, 26, 45, 5. Okay, so the defense is not matching up. It's 2% less unless it's a typo. Atlantis, Lagoon and Sakura families 10, 10, 15, 5 has moved to 22, 20, 25 and 5. So it's not a typo if it's across. The 2% difference in terms of attack and defense buffs from the family bonus. Okay, Valhalla Realms 16, 16, 28, 5% is now 23, 21, 35 and 5. Okay, Underwild moves from 17, 17, 26, 5 to 24, 22, 35. That's nice. Sun and Moon families, nothing, it's almost the same, just 1% addition. Defenders of Atlantis family, they get more love. From 10, 10, 15, 1, 1% mana bonus to 13, 13, 18 and it's still 1. Okay. Yeah, there's trickiness in the defenders of the Atlantis family for whatever. Sand Empire and Springvale families move from 15, 15, 25 to 22, 20, 25 and 5% mana. Merlovia, oh god, they were the stepchildren. And Winter families, finally, from 5, 5, 10, 5, they moved to 22, 20, 25 and 5, which is wonderful. Guardians also get love. Guardians, Pirates, Avalon, Grim Forest and Wonderland, 20, 20, 35, 5, move to 27, 25, 40 and 5. Okay, so Gazelle gets some love, even though they have programmed Gazelle to be kicked ass maximum. I'll keep cribbing. So Garrison Guard family, passive skill added, resist mana reduction. So they didn't have that. Vanya's stats have increased and Shield Guard minions have been enhanced. Plus their attacks have been enhanced, as you can see. Kailin, again gets a boost in all 3, attack, defense and health. And Shield Guard minion gets a buff, as if 60% needed any buff. And of course the inherited attack increase is also there. Goblin family, Grimsteel he gets a stats boost, and growth increased from 40 to 450 attack and defense, which is both actually, which is amazing. Scroll Beast gets stats boost and direct damage increased from 335 to 365. Well, I guess they need to give him 6 months of high time before toning down like Pepper Flame. Fizz Coil didn't need anything, but I guess it's not such a big mayhem, so something has to be done. Increased, Wither increased, minus 160, attack and defense both. Then Investigator families, I thought they should not be remembered only, but they are still very much in focus because they're going to be a rerun, I guess, of these fellows. So Abigail gets stats boost and direct damage increased from 230 to 260%. Zulu minion gets improved, HP enhanced, and the bleed damage has been increased. Atwood, stats boost. Hunter also gets a stat boost, and 500% damage has been increased to 530% damage. Interesting. Erling Shang, he gets some love. Wow. So 475% damage gets direct damage is now 500%. So that's a tiny thing. Xiong Shanyung. Increase range of all effects. Max health reduction over time. Reduces target and nearbys. All enemies max health has been... Oh. So from an impact 3, he becomes an impact all. All enemies max health by 800 over 4 turns is going to be reduced. Health boost over time boosts the caster nearby has been also moved to all allies over 4 turns. Mana Gen debuff reduces the target and nearby is now made into all enemies Mana Gen by minus 24 for 4 turns. And Mana Gen buff is also from caster nearby. So impact 3 he's been made impact all. 9-headed beast is not causing more pain. So he has now been... Just a moment. So he has been now given a direct damage increase from 150 to 160. Wow. Defenders of Atlantis family. Oh gosh, those desperate fellows really needed something. I have Galapago. I use him occasionally because he kills minions. So he gets a buff from 250 to 280%. He's an impact all fellow. And of course the second one also gets a buff. 340 to 370. Lassell, the fiend gets HP increase. 15 to 20%. Thalassa, health boost increased. First one, tiny 50 HP extra. Second one, again tiny 50 HP extra. What difference does it make? Chetto or Setto. Direct damage increased in the first one 320% to 350, and in the second one 470 from 435. Then Gelart or Gilart, direct damage has been increased in the first cast from 430% to 460, and max from 570 to 600%. And in the second one, again the base has been increased from 500 to 530% and max from 670 to 700. Okay. Then we have Nightmares of Atlantis family, Ultrox. Ultrox gets first cast, direct damage increase, first cast 27% to 30% per each dark shield on the board, and maxing out to 300 from earlier 270, so it's 10 times. In the second cast, it's increased from 33 to 35%, and hence it will be 330% to 350. Counter attack has been improved from 80 on the first cast, from 80 to 90%, and the second one from 120 to 130%. bonanza. Persa. Spreading corrosive poison damage increased. First cast 230 to 290. Yeah. And the second one 275 to 328 poison damage each turn. Okay. Domiventus. Yeah, all these fellows had gone lame, so now they have been given Botox. Or no, not Botox, sorry. They're not chicks. They are getting adrenaline. Botox. Oh god. Or steroids. I can go more old fashioned. They have been given steroids. Oh, so his corrosive damage 150 to 200 burn per turn and 182 to 231. Wow, that's huge. Atlantea's corrosive frost damage increased from 158 to 211 in the first one. Second cast is 222 to 275 each turn. Oh, Bard family has been remembered. Yeah, they said that a lot of families are having a celebration. So, passive skill mana increase reduction. So bards get mana increase reduction. Further reduces every mana increases from 50 to 80%. Affected heroes are Rice, Narcissa, Ojima, and Belladonna. Okay. I have only Ojima. So passive revival, chance reduction, and further reduces enemy revive chance from minus 50 to minus 80%. This benefit is to Phenexa and Zabog. Then the passive, which is defense ailment reduction, that's from minus 50% to minus 80%, which is in Winnipeg and Zarel. I think Zarel is the 3-star. And Zabog is the 4-star if I remember. Passive skill, which is attack ailment reduction. So Chalimene and Garias, they get it from minus 50% to minus 80. Wow. June Heroes of the Month. This should be interesting. So Hell direct damage increased from 315 to 345, and in the costume from 300 to 320. Costume is I think impact all if I remember. And the main one is impact 3. Gravemaker gets a boost. 135% moves to 170%, and the costume gets 115 to 145, and that is an impact all if I remember. Burn damage has been increased also, so yeah, that should strengthen. I do have the costume but I haven't completed, so maybe I am going to give it a look. Raphael, still heal over time, buddy. No boosted. Yeah, there's nothing. I don't even feel like reading it. Already here. Reflected status effect damage increased from 100 to 125%. This guy, when he had come, was a weird benefit, but I guess then he was already, when the rain had become heavy, but after that it became a cyclone, storm, tornado, all combined of heroes dropping in. Arfanias gets direct damage increase from 360 to 410, and Scar Grammar from 285% to 315. There have been adjustments. Unless specifically stated otherwise, replacing a status ailment with itself will no longer trigger its secondary effects. This change affects the following heroes: Pepperflame, Buffett, Starwalker, Lingshang, Grimsteel, Fizzcoil. Yeah, they used to cause mayhem. Unless specifically stated otherwise, replacing a status ailment with itself will no longer. Yeah, if they themselves, what was going on is they replaced it, and that would cause a nightmare hit. So they themselves replace it. No, somebody else cleanses it or removes it. Boom. Okay, the word Nerf has been used, and I think this is to make a lot of people happy. So let's read. Pepperflame, direct damage reduced from 485 to 450%. Growth reduced from 330 to 250 attack, and defense reduction lowered from -35 to -30. Wow. Yeah, this should upset a few people. There are other fellows who are contenders for similar nerf, but of course it won't happen. Unless something happens. We hope the adjustments above will help you field those heroes in a wider range of situations. Well, okay, so I will say for the larger community, this balance update is positive, constructive, and it's impacting, as the picture shows, quite a wide variety of costumes and families from the past, and some very old, like Hell and Greymaker are very extremely old. I think Hell was the first lot, Greymaker was the subsequent lot, so they are quite elder in the game. So yeah, of course, the good thing that has happened is the benefit has been given to both the costume as well as the main hero, which is nice. So whoever doesn't have the costume doesn't feel the pain of not getting the hero stats boosted. That's it. I'm going to leave it at that. And congratulations to everybody who is happy and has benefited. The roster has benefited. And for the Pepper Flame owners, tough luck. There are a few more candidates. It's just when they'll be rolled out. So I guess they must have rolled the dice. They didn't want to mess around with some. So to keep the upset toned down, I still see Pepper Flame being a pain, because it's not the three things that have been nerfed that is the real pain. The real pain is the status effect that she gives for cleansing, and that adds on after the initial whack and absolutely causes mayhem. So still enjoy. And also the benefit is that talent root of 25 has enhanced things further, which means before the 25, the extra 5 came, she was already a pain, and after the arrival, still a pain. So the pain increased, and I'm sure that most fellows went the attack route to cause the nightmare, and hence the Nerf hammer. That's it. So thanks for watching. Cheers. Enjoy your day and a lovely week ahead. It's Monday. See you in the next video.